How my best friend at the time stole my identity, not once, but twice, and thought she was going to get away with it. Let's get into it. Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this, because it's morning where I'm at. And we are doing story times now because I be telling my stories on TikTok and they don't deserve me over there. So I'm bringing it here because my friends here on YouTube are always giving me these really good ideas and sharing other creators who be doing things that I'm like, why don't I be doing that? Like, I really could be doing that. So we doing story times because I have so many stories to share. So far, I have started writing my story times down of which one I'm gonna tell you. I'm excited because like I got hella stories. Stories for days. Okay. So yeah, let's get into that. So I'm gonna be doing my hair and my makeup, or I'm gonna be doing my hair and my skincare. I don't have my curly hair products, so we're just gonna throw this dirty hair up in a ponytail or something because I don't feel like dealing with it until I get my Rizzo curls in the mail. So my homegirl stole my pretty much my identity, I guess you could say, because like that's literally me. You're impersonating me. So I grew up with this girl and we grew up from like I want to say first grade maybe. I just know that we went to elementary school, middle school, and high school. Now, our friendship was always shoddy growing up like in grade school because she was very male centered and she really liked drama and being the center of attention, and so did I, but we were very different in our center of attention. She liked to bully people and hang out with the boys and just be weird. And I like to just get along with everybody and just be the girl that got along with everybody and just be friendly. So I always found myself like defending people from her and like trying to fight this girl like growing up. But it was always surface level because she was never trying to fight. And honestly, I wasn't either. I just wanted her to stop the bullshit. We get out of high school and we're kind of like adulting and I don't know how, but we end up reconnecting, and this time we connect in a way that is just like, oh my god, like, we should hang out sometime, let's like be friends, and we end up becoming like best friends. I end up becoming her daughter's godmom, and I end up working with her. So fast forward through working with her, all of this, right? We are friends probably for a good like 6 years, I want to say. Like, we are really good friends. Like, I call her, she calls me, we hang out. Now, I will preface by saying that she's got like three kids, two, three kids. And so like she's doing the mom thing. So it's not like something where we're always hanging out. We're not going to the club. We're not doing none of that. We're just hanging out at her house. And sometimes we'll go out to eat dinner or something. Like I said, she's very boy crazy. She's always been very boy crazy. And that's not to say anything bad about her being boy crazy, because girl, I get it. When you're young and you grow up in dysfunction and trauma, a lot of women, a lot of girls, they tend to get their love from boys and men, and they just feel like, that's the only person who will care about you. I hate that about, trauma and dysfunction. I had to shave my face because I have PCOS and I grow facial hair. And I know someone is going to comment about me shaving my face. This is a big razor. I've been shaving my face for literally like 15 years. Um, I don't get any ingrowns. I don't get any stubble. My face just handles it like a champ. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to say we're like 24 years old at this point, right? And so I'm talking to her on the phone one day and she's doing her makeup. One thing about this girl, she can do her damn makeup, okay? Like, she's very talented when it comes to makeup. She knows what she's doing. She be eating down. She just wasn't into like sharing her like self online, which, okay, I get it. So we were on the phone one day and she was doing her makeup and I was doing my makeup and we were just talking like girls do. We were on the phone for literally, y'all, for like an hour. And we are literally just talking up a storm when we finally go to hang up and she was like, "Oh, like, I need to tell you something." So I'm like, "Okay, like, what does bitch need to tell me? Like, we literally been on the phone for a fucking hour, bitch. Like, what do you have to tell me?" And so she's like, so I got pulled over by the police, and I'm like, "Oh shit, bitch. Like, what happened?" And she was like, "And I didn't have my license with me, and I know that I have like warrants for a warrant out for my arrest, and I had the girls in the car with me." And I'm like, "What? Girl, what the fuck? How did you get out of that? Like, what the fuck?" And she's like, yeah, so I gave them your name. You gave them whose name? Not mine. You ain't no fucking way you gave them people my name. What do you mean? She was like, I'm sorry. She was like, I just panicked because I didn't want the girls to be taken into like, by DCF, and I didn't want to go to jail. She was like, so I definitely told them that like I was you. And I gave them your first name and last name, and I gave them your birthday. And I was like, and they didn't look you up? And she was like, no. It's like they gave me a ticket, but like he gave me a warning, like, cause I didn't have my license or whatever. And so he let me go, but like he gave me he gave me 2 tickets, and I was like, excuse me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Me and my man are gonna pay for it. Like we already talked about it. He said he's gonna pay for it, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm just like, okay, girl, like don't do that again. And she was just like, no, 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 like I just really needed to. And she was like, so I just really wanted to tell you, but don't worry, like we're gonna pay for it. And so I'm just like, okay, girl, like I'll talk to you later. And we hang up. So I'm sitting there after we hang up, like we was on the phone this entire time, and you was just holding on to that. Like you was just sitting there holding on to the fact that you needed to tell me that you used my motherfucking license, bitch. What the fuck? So I'm like, let me call my cousin, because my cousin, she gonna know. So I call my cousin and I tell my cousin everything. My cousin grew up with both of us. And so my cousin's like, fuck no, bitch. Like, what? What? Like, no, absolutely not. Like, you don't do that to your friends. That girl's putting points on your record. Like, do not let her pay that ticket, because you're gonna get the points. And that's what's really gonna matter. And so I'm like, oh shit, you do get points on your license. Now, mind you, like, I think I've only had gotten 1 ticket prior to this, and it was for maybe speeding. I don't even know. But I was just like, what? Like, no way. So my cousin was like, do not let that girl pay for it. Like, if I were you, I would whoop her ass. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you, I would whoop her ass. And I'm like, yeah, but like we're friends. And she was like, and like sometimes you just need to whoop a bitch's ass, because they be thinking they can get away with stuff when they literally shouldn't be getting away with stuff. So I'm just sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, my cousin's right. This is absolutely fucking insane. Like, I cannot believe that she just used my name and has tickets under my name, because she has a warrant out for her arrest. So let me speed up the story, because this isn't even like y'all be probably thinking like, what? This isn't even the fucking icing on the cake, okay? So I end up making an appointment to fight the tickets, right? I show up to the courthouse. When I get to the courthouse, there's a state trooper or a police officer or whatever. He's sitting off to the right hand side. I walk in and I see like where the judge would sit, whatever. I see her sitting up there, and I walk straight in and I just hear someone say Arroyo, and I look over and I'm like, yes. And the police officer gets up and he's like, come with me outside. So I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm so sorry. He was like, she told me she was you. And so I just took her word for it. I knew that I should have looked her up in the system. And I just had a feeling after she left that I should have looked her up in the system. And then once I saw that you wanted to fight the tickets, I knew that I had got it wrong. And he was just like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. He was like, do you know who the girl is? And I'm like, yeah, I know who the girl is. This is her name. And then I was like, this is her address. I was like, this is someone that I've known for years. This is one of my best friends. But like in a situation like this, like, you start to see who your friends are. And I feel like I'm a little torn between, because like I want to be a good friend and be like, I get it. You had a warrant out for arrest. You had your kids in the car. And then the other half of me is like, no, because if you were really my friend, you wouldn't have put me in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you told me, but it doesn't make it justifiable the fact that you just used my license and you were about to put points on my shit. Honestly, like, bitch, why do you even have a warrant out for your fucking arrest to begin with, dude? Like, these are problems that you create for yourself, and now you're trying to bring people down with you. So the cop is like, we're going to go inside and we're going to drop this. So as soon as we walk in, he goes straight up to the judge, tells the judge, that he got it wrong, and that I'm the person who is the owner of the said license and everything, but that someone else is using my info. So they end up dropping all the charges. Boom. Great. They never go after her. They don't look for her. They don't, nothing fucking happens to her. So I start looking her up. This girl was in a hit and run incident. She was in someone else's car, ended up hitting someone's car, and then took off. and she has a warrant out for her arrest. And she did. I don't know if she still does, but she did. So now, after this, we're still friends, and I haven't even told her that I fought the tickets or anything. I think I just told her, like, don't worry about the tickets. I'm paying for them because I just had them, like, dropped or whatever. But I didn't tell her that I, went to the court and that I snitched on her. Nothing. I didn't tell her nothing. And I think after that, like, our friendship, we were still friends, but it was just kind of like very touch and go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, bitch, you literally fucking could have had me fucked up. You did have me fucked up. Like, what? After that, like, we were still friends, but it was kind of like weird, especially because at this point I knew she was having like a lot of trouble with her significant other. She was stealing money from him, and I was just like, listen, this is not my drama, this is not my beef, I don't care. Like, I genuinely do not care. And so life started lifing, and we started kind of like dwindling away and doing our own thing, right? The last time that I seen her was I was having a Friendsgiving. She was invited to the Friendsgiving. The Friendsgiving ended up turning out fucking great. It was so good. And then she came at the very tail end, made herself a to-go plate, and then asked me if I could keep her daughter while she went to go meet up with this guy she used to be in love with. So I said, fine, but like just come back in time because I have to go downtown because I have like a little interview thing downtown, whatever, in the street. Like a little street interview, whatever. And so she was just like, okay, like I'll be back. This girl did not come back till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was blowing this girl's phone up. Blowing her phone up. She left her kid with me till almost 4 in the morning. I missed my little street interview. Like, I was pretty upset. But when she came to pick up her daughter, I gave her daughter, and I was just like, good night. Like, no words were exchanged because, like, at this point, I'm like, you have a really good friend, me, and this is the type of shit that you do. This is how you treat me. And honestly, like, I just can't fuck with that. Like, you're mad weird, and you're so, like, male-centered that you don't even realize you're fucking up your own friendships, bitch. I have really curly hair, but it look a little crazy right now. Don't talk about my forehead. The fuck? So now years have gone by. I have moved like 3.5, 4 hours away. Is that annoying? Side note, while I brush my hair, just in case like this is really loud, I had a dream last night that I cut all my hair off and I didn't make any TikToks. And I was so fucking sad as fuck. Like, she took the little curtain off of me, and then I was like, oh my god, we didn't make a before like TikTok. Like, oh my god, I just chopped all my hair off and I didn't even do a TikTok. Tell me brain rot is not a thing, because bitch, what? Period, period, back to the motherfucking story. Okay. So now I've moved away, like I said. I have been gone for, I don't know, some time now. Me and her have not spoken. We are not friends at this point. Like, there's no beef, there's no animosity, but it's just like, she's got 4 kids. I don't have kids. She's living with a different guy every year. So, like, right now, it's none of my business. I'm living me. I'm doing me, whatever. And honestly, friendships, sometimes that happens. Like, you just stop being friends with people, and that's okay. Like, doesn't have to be beef. Like, if I had seen her at before, like what I'm about to tell you, I would have been like, oh my god, like, how are you? How are the girls? On some like, love shit. But like, no, if I saw her today, it would be no love shit. Like, that bitch got my ass to kiss. It's gonna have to be straight today, because I ain't even straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little straight. Like, I'm a little like that equal style. About 30 years old at this point, I think. 31, 30. I don't even know. But at this point, I'm engaged. I have my own home with my partner. Like I said, we live 4 hours away, and I don't even have a vehicle under my name. I don't have anything under my name. Like, everything's under my partner's name at this point, right? Soft girl life. I have a junk drawer, so I put a lot of stuff in the junk drawer, especially because I knew I wasn't driving. I knew that nothing. So I must have thrown away this like Florida DMV thing in the junk drawer, because in my mind I probably was like, well, nothing has been in my name for so long, like a year or so. So I know I don't have any tolls. I know I don't have anything. I don't have I don't have any tickets because I haven't gotten pulled over. So like, I'm not worried whatsoever. I throw it in the junk drawer, right? I'm assuming that's like my train of thought. No, fast forward now, it's been like a year almost, and I'm cleaning out this junk drawer, bitch. And I see the letter, and I'm like, why the fuck do I have a letter from like the DMV? Because again, nothing is in my name. I haven't gotten pulled over. Like, what is this about? What is this about, you may ask? I opened the motherfucking letter and it's like, hello, if you don't motherfucking fix your license from your tickets that you got in New York City on this specific date, your license will be suspended. Bitch, my license from that moment had been suspended at least 6 to 8 months, okay? I start panicking because I live in a city, in a state that, them police don't play that shit. Like, they don't give a fuck. They trigger happy. They gonna take you to jail. I start panicking and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck do I have this? So I'm like, New York. I haven't been to New York in like 2 years. This is saying I went to New York on this date. So I'm like, okay, I was definitely working. Like, I know I had a job at this point and I was definitely working. So I end up calling the number and I'm like, hey, like, this says that I have like a ticket. So the lady gets on the phone and she was like, yeah, you have a ticket from running I think like running red lights and getting pulled over, some bullshit like that, right? So I'm just like, ma'am, I haven't been to New York and I don't even know where the fuck Hanover, New York is. I have no idea. She's like, it's a small town. I'm like, yeah, don't know, wouldn't have went there. So she was like, okay, do you have proof that like you know who did this and that you weren't there? So I was like, I can get that and then I can call you guys back. She was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to call the district attorney because there's an attorney who took the case. I'm like, an attorney took the case? She was like, yeah, this is his email, this is his phone number. So I say, cool. So I call the district attorney and I say, hey, like, this is my name. My name is Arroyo, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, I did take your case. I cannot speak to you on the phone right now. And I'm like, why? And he was like, because I'm the attorney, I'm the prosecutor for this case, meaning I'm against you, and you're calling me to tell me that this isn't you and giving me all this information. You need to get a lawyer or you need to figure this situation out because I cannot help you. So I'm telling this guy like, okay, but you're going to lose this case because this wasn't me. So I'm trying to like let you know, hey, wrong bitch. Get off this phone. So I'm like, I got to figure this out. Okay. So at this time, I have my own small business. I don't work for the company that I worked for before, but I knew for a fact that I was at work at that time. So I emailed the job and I say, hey, this is my name. I used to work here and I am going under a case right now and I need to see like my clock in and clock out because I'm being prosecuted for something that I knew I was at work at this time here in Florida. And so also my armpits are dark if you guys are looking at that because I have PCOS. Yeah. I have a Cantosis nigricans. Let's just act like we don't see that bitch. So they're like, yeah, we can send it over to you. So they send me the proof that during the time of this ticket and getting pulled over in New York, I was at work in Florida that whole week. There is no way I could have went to New York and gotten pulled over and was back in time for work. I mean, sure, maybe I could have, but no. Like, let's be so fucking for real. Who the fuck is going to Hanover, New York for fucking 5 hours? Like, no, bitch. So they sent me that proof. So I'm like, okay, bet. So then I also take a couple screenshots of like what I was doing at that time from Snapchat, like all of these dates showing that I'm here in Florida. And so then I go ahead and I'm like, I'm not going to even tell this bitch that I know that she did this to me again. I'm just going to add her and pretend we're good. So I add her on Facebook and I message her and I'm like, oh my God, babes, you're pregnant again and it's a boy. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. How have you been? Chopping it up with her. And so she was like, oh my God, I'm doing so good. Yes, finally got my boy. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you having like a baby shower? And she's like, just chopping it up. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what's your registry? Let me send you something. So she was like, yeah. So she sends me her registry and I'm like, can you send me your address? Cause I'm going to send you something else. So she was just like, okay, sure. So she gives me her fucking address, like a fucking Toto brain. And I'm like, bet, like I got the information from her. And I go all up and down this bitch's Facebook and what do I find? what do I find? Her in New York at the fucking time that I got that fucking ticket. So I gathered the information from the first time that she did that shit to me and how I have the paperwork showing that it was dropped. I gather all that information. I take all these screenshots off of her Facebook of her being in New York at the time of those tickets, her in a hotel room, her showing off herself driving, knowing that she got warrants, showing off every fucking thing, in New York. I take a screenshot of every fucking thing. Because bitch, are you dumb? Like, you're so dumb. You are dumb. You don't have nothing behind that motherfucking big ass head. So I take all those screenshots and I send it to the prosecutor, and I'm like, this is who you need to prosecute, not me. I'm like, she was in New York at the time of this happening. This is also something that she did to me back and so forth. Here's the proof of that. You guys, it took them an entire year to drop my charges. For almost a year and a half, my license was suspended because of this bitch. And guess what? They did not do shit. They did not go after this hoe. They did not do nothing. Like, she just gets away with this shit over and over again. So because of this, I had to pay to get my license reinstated, which was like $60. And I was driving with no license. And then on top of that, I still have this shit, even though they dropped it. This shit still somehow is on my record, so I have to now sue her. So I'm gonna take her to civil court, but civil court costs money. Like, you gotta pay like $400, blah blah blah. And like, when money is tight, bitch, like, money is tight. Like, damn, like, civil court. Somebody told me that there's like a code that I can have the DMV put on my license, that like, if somebody gets pulled over and they try to use my information, she has to give them the code. Somebody else was telling me that because this is like a form of her stealing like my identity, I can also go as far as like locking all of my credit stuff up, and basically getting like a new credit if I go to court and all this stuff, like a new social, and starting basically brand new, because this bitch has been stealing my identity. And honestly, I haven't even seen my social security card, now that I think about it, since like I used to hang out with her, which I know that was years ago, but I don't even use my credit like that. I don't even bother. So I'm a cash girly. So I'm changing that this year though, because I want to buy a house. But yeah, this bitch stole my identity twice, got away with it the first time, literally gave this girl a slap on the wrist, me and the police officers. But this time, like, even though like this has been a little while, I still want to press charges on her because I just now got my license reinstated. My license has not been like valid for like fucking 3 years, dude. So I just got it reinstated last month, and now I'm about to get a car because my engine went out, and I'm just trying to figure out all the things that I need to figure out. But bitch, literally, we were like this. We were like this, but because she's irresponsible, she does whatever the fuck she wants. She's fucking boy crazy. Like, this bitch ended up getting $30,000 from a sugar daddy. Just gave her the fucking money. And she went and bought a car and crashed it the same month that she got the car. Went and took a trip to Miami and splurged like she was rich with some dude she was with. He ended up leaving her. Then her whole house got robbed because she likes to talk and bring people into her crib. And these niggas robbed her. Like, when I fucking say, the shit is crazy. You can't trust these bitches. That is the story of my so-called friend stealing my identity and almost having me fucked up. And I know this story probably isn't the juiciest fucking story, but don't worry, I got so many stories that I'm just going to be throwing them out there, okay? And this is the first one that I'm starting with because, bitch, I'm so tired of like people taking advantage of me and my niceness and my kindness. And so I will be going to court with this one, and I will keep y'all updated. I will let y'all know what the fuck happens. Keep checking your license because you just never know when a bitch is gonna try you, and you want to make sure that you're not driving around with a suspended license, friend. Anyways, I'm about to go get on YouTube live and stream. Love you.